Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, continuing our discussion with Dr. Hawla. Now, Doctor, we used to a lot of programs that would work on training fresh graduates and preparing them for the labor market and the work environment in general. But there is an initiative that's almost 1 year old, and it's called Intaliq, Go Ahead, which works on the vocational training of the orphanage, the orphans who are in the orphanages and about to leave at the age of 18, for instance. So it works on training them and prepping them for the labor market. So can you please shed more light on such an initiative?
Okay, these young youth are little bit neglected, and they need more help and more support than any other youth. So we started with them from the age of 16, because by the age of 18, they, by law, they should leave the orphanage and start their lives. Of course, most of them, not all, but most of them are not really prepared, vocational-wise or professional-wise, or even economical-wise. Some orphanages afford housing or special financial support from the beginning of the having the child in their orphanage, but most of them, unfortunately, they just let go without any help or support. So we try to be ahead steps before the time he will leave the orphanage by giving him the training, vocational training, according to his passion. We are trying to discover what he likes, what he is interested in, regardless what he is studying, because most of them, unfortunately, they have just unsuccessful educational path, like having the preparatory school or even secondary school, but just waiting for a paper, not practicing real educational skills. So we are trying to make condensed courses for them, with collaboration with faculty of industry, so they will get a certificate signed by the certificate.
So a certified sort of certificate that would actually enable them to work in the job market.
Yes, but we have to know that it is just an initial level, so he can be a helper of a technical person. And if he succeeded to continue with us, he will get better level of education. So in the meantime, we are giving them some, we can say, human development courses to support them to make their personalities more mature, understanding the ethics of profession, not only to be good in profession, but having no ethics. It's very important. Yes. And also to make him have a vision, how to plan for his life, how to make his dreams in steps applicable to be achieved. Then next step, but still we didn't make it yet, we are trying now to contact the factories and the chamber of different factories to know the needs of their factories, to help them by our youth through making the courses which is needed by the factories. So the circle will be completed. Yes. Instead of just training them something the market is not in need of.
Yes, and they would get hired immediately then.
Supposed to.
Well, how, I mean, is this all over the country, or are we targeting, or such an initiative, the Go Ahead and Intaliq initiative, targeting or working, operating within a certain government for now?
As we are a small organization, we are working now in the area around us. So we are targeting the 6th of October factory, industrial area through the orphanage around, to make it easier for the kids or the youth to start their training, and then having a chance to get a training opportunity, then being working in these
Yes.
factories. But our dreams is to spread the idea, even not if you cannot implement it in other areas. We are within your window. We are inviting
Yes.
everybody is interested to help. We will be so happy.
Dr. Hawla, a lot of these programs and initiatives are, I mean, they are the offsprings of the governmental efforts, private sector efforts, and also NGOs and civil society organizations. Now, but what about volunteers, the culture of volunteering, or people working for free or very little money in return? How much did the Egyptian society adapt or accept or understand the concept of volunteering? Because a lot of the NGOs, a lot of the civil society organizations are not well funded or funded enough to sustain and implement all the dreams and the projects they have.
We are very passionate people, and we help automatically without even thinking of a frame of what we are doing. Yani if somebody has a problem in any community or any, especially the rural areas, which people knows each other and knowing the details about the other lives, you will find immediately an initiative started, collecting money, trying to help, visiting. So it's something deep inside us,
Yes.
without any organization. But we have a negative point in the other side, that we don't feel the responsibility of volunteer working as a professional behavior. Like I feel I'm passionate now, so I'm doing it, but I'm not sustaining because I'm busy now. Somebody else will help. This is the weak point we are having in volunteer working. In the other countries, developed countries, they put targets and make it obligatory for students, for example, to graduate. So they are making it as if it's something obligatory, we have to do it.
Yes.
But not with our soul, with our real love and passion.
Yes.
We have two points in comparison with the others, but now with many crises happening, especially like Gaza crisis, like even in Corona time, people start to understand the responsibility, and they have to fulfill the whole process, not just following their passion for a while and then lose the interest. With the new offsprings, I'm recognizing, the last election, it was lovely, really.
The participation.
They are helping people, especially elderly people, giving all the registration numbers. They start to understand and to feel how volunteer work should be, as if it's a professional work, not only according to our moods.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, such initiatives and programs are definitely the fruit of the efforts of the government, the private sector, and civil society organizations as well. But as Dr. Hawla mentioned, every citizen should shoulder the responsibility. Every person should actually give their bit into helping one another. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this edition of the Daily Debate. But before we go, I'd like to thank my distinguished guest, Dr. Amany Hawla, the physician, writer, and head of the Board of Trustees of an NGO. Dr. Hawla, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay tuned for more coming up on Nile International. I'm Henny Saif. Thank you for joining us.